Over 200 days have passed since Ruby Tenorio, a young woman full of life and dreams, was found deceased at Marine Base Housing in Kaneohe Bay, Hawaii. Over 200 days since this beautiful human was taken from her two young children, leaving her parents, her loved ones, her friends to endure unimaginable grief. Yet, if you search online for Ruby's story, there's almost nothing to be found except for my efforts to raise awareness through my podcasts and socials. Her obituary, listed under her maiden name, Ruby Tenorio, refers to her death as sudden and tragic, and omits mention of her husband at all, which is understandable that her family would use her maiden name as her husband, this guy, Alonzo Alcantar, a Marine, has been held in confinement for questioning since her untimely passing. The silence around Ruby's story reflects a much larger pattern. The military has actively worked to bury this case, like many others, even restricting local military wives from releasing or sharing Ruby's name on community platforms or from asking questions. And why? Perhaps the timing plays a role. Ruby's death coincided with the active search for Misha Johnson and her unborn daughter Armani Catanya's bodies, which remain unfound. Misha's death is confirmed as a homicide, and her husband, Dwayne Johnson, sits confined awaiting trial for their. The absence of attention around Ruby's case raises questions amid these tragic circumstances. Ruby's story is just one thread in a disturbing tapestry. Bryant Tejeda Castillo, charged with his wife, Donald Alutabi, is awaiting trial in 2025, 3 years after witnesses saw her horrific in traffic on the H3 in Hawaii in 2022. Then there's Kendall Rashad Ramsey, who's being held for his girlfriend and fellow service member Kayla Holder and their infant son Kainoa, who she was holding, and as well. Raul Hernandez, convicted of his wife Selena Roth, a veteran, also serves time now. Samuel Jones faces charges for killing his girlfriend Jordan Laulusa, who was also a service member in Hawaii. These cases paint a really bleak picture, but it's not just Hawaii. Consider the tragic story of an unnamed naval wife who was found dead with physical trauma at a Japanese hotel in October of 2024. Her husband has been held for questioning for nearly 6 months, and her name remains unreleased. Not a single story is floating around about her or Ruby, aside from me talking about them, a further testament to the military's attempt to bury all of these stories. The military's pattern of concealing violent acts committed by service members against women is unacceptable. I'm reaching out to media outlets and individuals with much larger platforms than myself to shine a light on these concealments and demand accountability. I'm using Promote now to boost eyes on this on TikTok, and I will also be paying to boost it on Instagram. So if you want to share this for me, please save it and come back in 24 hours, because a lot of times platforms won't let you share videos that have been used as ads, but I want to make sure the maximum amount of eyes and ears hear these women's names. So please save this video and then share it tomorrow. If you're a member of the media or you know someone who is, I'd love to connect. I have more information. If you are a loved one of Ruby Tenorio's or the unnamed woman who was found in Japan, and you have any information about these cases, please contact me at healingwounds13@gmail.com.